James Gandolfini, the Emmy award-winning actor best known for his portrayal of Tony Soprano on the long-running HBO series, died in Italy at the age of 51. According to reports, HBO has confirmed the actor was vacationing in the country at the time. He's survived by his wife, Deborah Lynn, and his son. And joining us now to reflect on the life and the legacy of James Gandolfini is Maggie Furlong, the West Coast editor of HuffPost TV. Hi, Maggie. What else do we know at this time?
Really just know that the death has been confirmed. He was in Italy for a film festival with his family, also taking a little vacation, 51 years old, and died of an apparent stroke. And HBO has confirmed and has now released a statement basically saying James Gandolfini was a very special man and a great talent. He was a gentle and loving person who treated everyone, no matter their title or position, with respect. And it's basically being echoed if you're on Twitter, if you follow social media, being echoed everywhere. People are in shock. 51 years old is incredibly, incredibly young, and especially for someone who seems so larger than life and played a character that's so larger in life in our heads as Tony Soprano.
Maggie, take a look. I want everybody to take a look right now on my computer screen. If you look at this trends map, you see what's going on in the United States on Twitter. The keyword Gandolfini is blowing up across this country and across the entire world. Everybody's talking about the death of this legendary actor. Let me show you some tweets from names that you might recognize. Here's Jonah Hill, who says, "I am truly heartbroken to hear that James Gandolfini has passed away. He is one of my all-time favorite actors. Tragic loss." Here's Russell Simmons, rest in peace, James Gandolfini. Albert Brooks, rest in peace, James Gandolfini, one hell of an actor. Brooke Burke, life is way too short and precious. So sad to hear of James Gandolfini passing today. Prayers for him and his loved ones. So sad at 51. Josh Groban, thank you, James Gandolfini, for some of the most brilliant TV moments of all time. And it goes on and on. Jerry Ferrara, Lance Bass, Jason Hirschhorn. Everybody is talking about this right now. What was it about him that resonated with people around the globe?
I mean, I think Damon Lindelof actually just tweeted and kind of said it best, and it's kind of how we all felt. You know, the end of The Sopranos is still such a controversial finale with that cut to black, and his tweet was just, James Gandolfini, you created an icon and you cut to black way too abruptly. And I think he said it best, that it just feels like this iconic character, this iconic man who completely embodied Tony Soprano and made us believe that he was a good, bad guy and made you feel for him. It's just hard to imagine someone with such strength and such power, and at only 51 being so young, gone already.
According to Deadline Hollywood, Chris Albrecht, who greenlit The Sopranos at HBO, emailed Deadline's Nikki Fink and said, quote, "Absolutely stunned. I got the word from Lorraine Bracco and just got off with Brad Gray, who had heard from David Chase. These are all the main players in The Sopranos." He continues, "We had all become a family. This is a tremendous, tremendous loss." Again, it's hard to overstate what James Gandolfini meant, not only to HBO, but to all of those people I just mentioned and Hollywood in general.
Meant in past tense, and still means he was actually plotting his return to TV, executive producing and starring in a new limited series for them that was in pre-production that they were starting to roll out. It's already been staffed up, and he was the top star of that. And I mean, it's just one of those losses that you can't put into words. Not only was he in front of the camera for them, but after The Sopranos finished its run, a few TCAs ago, TV Critics Association press tour, he actually came with Iraq war veterans and was helping to executive produce a documentary about their return home, which was really touching, him using his celebrity for good and trying to, bring these issues to light. And he wasn't just your typical famous person. It's hard to sort of categorize him because he always seemed to sort of take it with a grain of salt. And it's crazy. I'm famous. I can't believe it's saying things like that. He never really wanted to talk about the celebrity of all of it, and that's pretty rare.
Gandolfini was recently also seen in Zero Dark 30, and as you said, he was in talks for a new HBO project. What else can you tell us about that? Obviously, this is a lasting relationship that the network wanted to have with a man who many associated with those three letters, HBO.
Absolutely. And I mean, he was executive producer on Hemingway and Gellhorn. He starred in Cinema Verite. He was one of the stars of that HBO movie. They have had a very long-lasting relationship, and I think because they both have the same ideas about celebrity. HBO is very protective of their talent. They want their talent to be in projects because they believe in the projects and they're passionate about them. And especially on the HBO movie side, they're very, they put a huge emphasis on making sure that they're bringing issues to light, and Gandolfini wanted to do that. But knowing that they actually had convinced him to come back to TV for this project, Criminal Justice, that's a huge coup. Again, Gandolfini and Tony Soprano, that's one of the most iconic TV characters of all time. So to be getting him back to maybe try to do it again was exciting for them.
A couple more tweets that have just come in live as we've been on the air. Rainn Wilson says, Arrivederci, James Gandolfini. You were one of the greats. We will miss your dangerous, big heart. Rest in peace, Gandolfini. And here's Richard Lewis. Oh man, James is gone. Speechless to his family. And we all know how astonishing, authentic an actor he was. Rest in peace. Again, obviously, just a very sad day for everybody in Hollywood. And Maggie, I want to thank you for coming on and encourage everybody out there that's watching to stay tuned to HuffPost Live and to the Huffington Post for the latest on the death of the legendary actor James Gandolfini.